April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. It's a month where families and communities work together to prevent child abuse and neglect and promote the social and well-being of children and families.
Next month and all throughout the year, communities are encouraged to share child abuse and neglect prevention awareness strategies and to promote prevention across the country. And joining us now in today's Page Turners is local author Angie Cox, who happens to be a child abuse survivor. And she shares her story in her newly released book, Surviving the Devil, an account of adoption and abuse. So what led you to writing this book? Why write it?
Well, my twin brother and I, David, we went through 14 years of severe abuse, and a couple of years ago we actually won a case against our perpetrators and social services in London. And so in a weird turn of events, I was actually journaling, writing down everything because I was getting terrible nightmares and was leading into the day. And I thought to myself, you know, I just really want to make a bad situation into a really positive situation. And the love that I have for kids, you know, I decided that I was going to write the story, and I was blessed by Tate Publishing. They liked my manuscript and they published it for me.
Wow.
So are you aiming it at a particular age group?
Well, we've aged it to at around 16 and above, because it is very explicit in some details. So I really would prefer, you know,
not too young,
yes.
Right? But that was an intentional choice. And
yes.
Why did you make that choice?
Well, I just feel that otherwise I feel like that I would be abusing, you know, because the mind of children, you know, because I don't want to do that, because otherwise my goals aren't set. What I'm trying to do, you know, is helping abused kids.
Sure.
Now, you mentioned this is a story about you and your twin brother. So how is he doing?
He's doing wonderful. He struggled for years, and he was literally a recluse. And now he is doing amazing, especially since we won our case. It's given us a huge sense of freedom and release, you know, and that justice. You know, so it's just really, really good. And I just want, you know, people to open their eyes, you know, and know what really goes on behind closed doors, and that it's not just, you know, that's why the graphic nature is in there, is that to really see what goes on in so many homes.
And how do you convey this? Because obviously you're doing it through writing, and you're doing it based on your journals, right?
Right.
And so you're trying to convey these ideas. And what are you hoping that the people that are reading the book take away from it?
Well, I really hope that, you know, I think there's so much stigma, and people are afraid to report abuse because they don't want to intervene, you know, and I just think once they read this and you know, see the severity of what's in there, that they might realize and be like, oh, hold on a minute, you know, it might not just be, you know, a spanking, it might just not be emotional, you know, yelling, that what's in that book, you know, that's really what's going on, because there is so much explicit stuff.
They might recognize something that's happening to them.
Right, exactly.
And this is it's just been pre-released. What's the response been like?
Oh my goodness, I can't even believe it. This is why I know God's hand is so much in this pot, as well as, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Even with David and I going through the abuse, I just know that God was right there, you know, and just without him, without God, I know that we would not be able to get through any of it. And it's just, and I know that now that this is what my purpose is to help other kids. I know that, you know, and it's so in my heart. And he's helping me and my brother too. And this is all I want. I don't want this for me. I want it for all those abused kids, you know. And it's just such a passion.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was a good release and good therapy to put it all into words, and I'm sure it's going to help other people out there. People actually have a chance to meet you and get your book at Gifford State Bank this Friday.
Yeah.
So are you looking forward to that?
Oh my goodness, I am so excited. So many people are talking about it, and I am just so excited.
Yeah.
Really excited.
Well, we are excited for you.
Yeah.
This is such a great opportunity for you. And it's this Friday at the Gifford State Bank, 3 to 5?
3 to 5:30.
3 to 5:30. Definitely a great opportunity to come and meet Angie and get a copy of her book and learn about her story.
And just see her and talk with her, because you are a woman of incredible strength. The fact that you recognized that there were problems, you fought it, you took it to court, you won, and now you've told the story in a book to help others. That is an amazing journey. And so thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
God's help.
That's
Absolutely.
right. We'll have all the information on Angie's book and her upcoming book signing on CILiving.tv after today's show. We'll be right back.